When looking over Nando V Movies' One Marvelous Scene playlist, I was surprised to see that Doctor Strange vs. Dormammu hadn't been covered yet, especially considering that this would be the 100th video if I posted fast enough. When I saw that this scene was lacking a video, I just knew I had to cover it, which is surprising to me considering Doctor Strange wasn't exactly my favorite Marvel movie on my first viewing. I found it a bit too fast-paced for my taste. However, I appreciated the film considerably more on my first rewatch, partly due to this scene. The stakes are set immediately as Strange looks up at a gigantic Dormammu. This isn't a battle Strange can fight his way out of. Strange's banter with him is simple enough. All he wants to do is strike a deal with the Dark Deity, who shuts him down in an instant. Dormammu flexes his near-infinite strength over the poor doctor to make quick work of him. He's completely eradicated. Or is he? Somehow, Strange survives the assault and returns to utter again, "Dormammu, I've come to bargain." This is where the audience realizes Strange has a plan to outwit Dormammu instead of fighting him. Using the Time Stone, he's in control of the situation, not the godly figure that usually controls this realm. For the first time, maybe ever, Dormammu doesn't have complete and utter control of the Dark Dimension, and this is bound to annoy him eventually. Despite dying again and again, Strange hangs on to what little control of the situation he has. He's framed as so small compared to Dormammu in multiple shots, but he poses a huge threat to Dormammu's lust for complete control. He's put a godlike figure out of his comfort zone, and he's in it for the long haul.
Dormammu! Dormammu! Dormammu!
Part of what makes this scene work so spectacularly is the setup made from the Ancient One's death scene. Now, this scene has a lot going on, to the point where the scene's already been covered in this video series. But there's two main points I want to focus on that were foreshadowed in this scene. The first of which being how the Ancient One tells Strange he's afraid to fail.
You wonder what I see in your future?
No. Yes?
I never saw your future, only its possibilities. You have such a capacity for goodness. You always excelled, but not because you craved success, but because of your fear of failure.
It's what made me a great doctor.
It's precisely what kept you from greatness.
Strange's shock to the statement is amazing, and Benedict Cumberbatch does a great job subtly conveying Strange's revelation through his facial expressions. In the end, we see him take this statement to heart.
You will never win.
No, but I could lose again and again and again
And again forever. That makes you my prisoner.
Thanks to Strange overcoming his fear of failure, he's able to beat Dormammu at his own game in the Dark Dimension. The other payoff from the Ancient One's death scene, and arguably the highlight of it, is Strange learning humility.
Arrogance and fear still keep you from learning the simplest and most significant lesson of all.
Which is?
It's not about you.
This line gets paid off earlier in this scene, when Doctor Strange responds to Dormammu's threats.
Then you will spend eternity dying.
Yes, but everyone on Earth will live.
But you will suffer. Pain's an old friend.
All this build-up, from watching Strange talk to the Ancient One, to seeing him die over and over again against Dormammu, as well as their retorts back and forth, all lead to the most satisfying conclusion this film could have received.
Now, stop! Make this stop! Set me free!
No, I've come to bargain.
What do you want?
Take your zealots from the Earth. End your assault on my world. Never come back. Do it, and I'll break the loop.
This scene is the perfect combination for both the film and Doctor Strange's character arc. He learns both humility and how to overcome his fear of failure, all while beating one of the most powerful Marvel villains we've seen up until this point. Honestly, Thanos is lucky Dormammu didn't take over Earth and the Time Stone, because I have no idea how Thanos would have been able to retrieve the stone in the Dark Dimension. But that's getting off topic. To conclude this video, I'll say that making it has only made me appreciate Doctor Strange's character more, and I can't wait to see how Marvel approaches his next film appearance. I hope you enjoyed my analysis on one marvelous scene. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I've also noticed that in the time it took me to make this video, Helm Media also covered this same exact scene, a bit with more of a focus on the movie in general. If you'd like to see their take, or Alchemax's video on the Ancient One's death scene, the link for both videos are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and once again I hope you enjoyed my take on one marvelous scene.